Welcome back to another war recap. As you can see, this one was without Remorse versus Dark Stryker. This one was pretty tough. It was a really hard loss on us. We underperformed super hard as a clan, top to bottom. Really just wasn't indicative of our true clan performance. I'm not sure if people were just distracted, some real life stuff. They were definitely an easier clan than we faced most of the time. So I don't know if people just relaxed a little bit, but you always got to keep going, got to keep trying. Otherwise, you end up with this. So we're going to do something a little bit different this time, as the 3 stars were a little bit lacking. I'm going to show a couple, and then I'm going to show some proper CC kill methods, as we're still struggling as a clan to consistently kill CC and have it not be a problem. And then, as usual, we're going to round out the recap with the most heroic defense. And yeah, and as you can see here, the top people really struggle. Only 1 star up there, 2 stars on there, 2 Town Hall 10s, no 3 stars. The nines struggled. It was just top to bottom. I think we even had a Town Hall 9 dip, I want to say, but I won't swear to that. So yeah, struggled as a clan. Win as a clan, lose as a clan. First up is number 9 from Kit here. This was really, really excellent attack because it demonstrated how A, single bombs are really bad, and how B, placement on exterior walls of bombs is easily negated and really bad positioning. So he comes in at 12 and boom, there's a bomb hit by a golem. Totally worthless. So exterior bombs are bad. Sometimes they can trip you up on the first hit if you don't know that they're there, but on the second hit, you're going to get them, and they're totally worthless. Gets into Clan Castle range, double poisons on the Dragloon. Really liked it. If you guys do double poisons, make sure that the golems are out front and it's locked onto a golem and not the hounds as they rip through the base. So here comes the Valks, while the golems were providing some tanking. Whichever side your kill squad veers off towards, left or right, that's the way you want to send the hogs in. And there's a heal spell waiting for the bomb, and it's just a single. That is one key though. Even if you know where the bomb spots are, you have to pre-heal it. You can't really get away with waiting till the bomb explodes and then healing. So there he does it again. Knows the bomb is there. Loses 1 or 2 that were already low from point defenses, but not a really big deal. So exterior bombs are complete failure. They can be triggered on your entry by your kill squad or picked up on some sort of queen walk. And if you have single bombs, then you just heal through them. And those ones were nice and evenly placed, where that was pretty much where you wanted to heal anyways, as you tear through the defenses and your hogs get low. That's where you want to heal naturally. So there just happened to be a bomb there, and it coincides with the heal spot. Really, really good job to Kit on that. Next up, we're taking a large drop through all of these and hitting number 16 here from Nock. He is a new member to the clan, somewhere over in Europe, I think. Actually, I want to discount this first real quick, just to get some more value out of this. He originally was on Clash Tools and Discord, and we were talking about where to quad quake on this. And you guys got to remember, most attacks are in 2 phases: kill squad phase, back end phase, either hogs or loons. If you have a queen, then you're kind of into 3 parts, but we won't get into that. For now, we're just going to focus on 2 parts. So whatever your first part is of the raid, it has to supplement the back part of the raid, whatever your second part is. So in this instance, he's doing a kill squad with golems and valks to get all the air defenses, and so then the back end part is all the loons. So your first part is to get the air defenses. So whatever you do in the beginning of your raid has to help the second part of the raid. If it's not helping the second part of your raid, it's worthless. So his original plan was to quad quake right about there. And his reasoning for this, which I totally understood, was to unlock value because you get access to this compartment, and then, all the core right there. So you're unlocking more of the base. But this doesn't really help the second part of your raid because as you come in, some stuff might go to core, sure. Some stuff might go that way. Some stuff might go that way. So it's kind of an unnecessary risk. So the second place that he wanted to quake was I forget what the second one was, but what we ended up settling on was quaking right about there. I know it's an oval, not a circle. I'm a terrible drawer. And this is the ideal spot because it gives you access to the outside, so you're saving space by not having to use wall breakers. And then when your Valks come in, they're going to go straight to core. I mean, they could, stray off to right here, but they're going to come back. There's no other compartments. There's nowhere for them to go but to the core, unless you have a bad funnel, but that's a separate issue. So you want to use your spells in the first part of your attack to help the second part. The second part is loons. So anything that's not getting rid of ADs is really worthless and unnecessary. With all of that out of the way, let's watch what he actually did. And we're going to come back to this attack later for perfectly killing a dragon. But you can watch it now too. I highly recommend any attack. Town Hall 8, Town Hall 9, Town Hall, maybe depending on circumstances, Town Hall 10. If you're using 4 earthquakes and you're not bringing poison spells, which is what happens most of the time, you need to lure the CC and you need to kill it outside the base. So he EQs, he sends in a barb, sends in some wizards there, finishes off the archers, and then he just drops a barb, drops a barb, drops a barb, and you just keep the dragon focused on the barbarians, and the wizards just blast away at it, and then your CC kill should be in the general area of where you're going to be entering. So he uses that golem to distract the cannon, and now the CC killing wizards are creating the funnel. So you're getting multiple uses out of them. He leaves that gold storage up beautifully. The Valks head in, take out the king, and they head straight to the core. Heal spell meets them. Just like we talked about, they only had one place to go. The back end of the raid is on loons, so use that. The only thing he kind of messed up here was he didn't really target the air stuff right away. It was kind of difficult. I probably would have come in on that wizard tower and then path to the archer tower. But that's just being really nitpicky. He did a great job. The CC kill, I hope a lot of people watch this and then start to practice with the friendly challenge, killing CCs. That is the textbook way to do it. Way to go. And our last 3-star raid is brought to you by JCW doing a straight hog attack. Again, if you have hogs on the outside of the base, send in a hog, trigger it. It's super easy. It's not very difficult. There's actually a hole right there. You can rewatch it if you missed it. Drop the archer into the hole, triggered the bombs. So bad base design, but hey, take advantage of it. And this is the second one, which I think I'll show a little bit later again as well. The double poison dance. Drop your poison, keep the troops spinning around, archer on opposite sides, eventually gets it. And then he just straight hogs it. 2-finger drop, CC hogs for a little bit, flanking. And they just totally mow through the base because the bombs have already been triggered. Excuse me. Way to go. Alright, now on to the good stuff. Killing CCs is arguably one of the most important things that has to happen every single raid without a doubt. You have to plan for it somehow. There's multiple different ways to do it, which we're going to show. Um, I'm a fan of the Queen Walk because it can deal with any type of CC no matter what. Um, but I guess the only general real rule is if you're EQing or if you don't have poison spells, take it outside the base and kill it somehow. It might take a little while, but that's what I recommend. Or if you're entering the base and you have double poisons, make sure the CC gets locked onto a golem before you send in the Valks, the bunch of wizards, whatever you're using for your main like DPS group. Make sure it's locked on the golems for the double poison so it doesn't go anywhere. Because if you have 12 Valks enter the raid, and then they just go storming in, and the CC locks on them, and you drop your double poisons, they're gonna be gone. They're gonna run out of that poison so fast. So we're gonna start off with a Queen Walk kill here. There comes the first poison that you need to have the balloon path all the way through from one end to the other. If a balloon passes all the way through it, it'll die without getting off a shot. Just like that. So that's how you kill Dragloon with a Queen Walk. It pretty much works for any CC though, except for a Loon. I'm sorry, not a Loon, a Hound. In the Hound one, you just drop the healers. You drop the poison on the healers. Next up, we will show a double poison from Biscuit here. Speed through all of this real quick. Alright, here comes the Dragon Loon with a couple minions. There's the double poison. Looks like it might even be on the king. It's kind of tough to tell. There might be a golem there. But the big thing that you want to keep in mind is just keep it in place. Yeah, it was on the king there. So as long as you keep it in place, it kind of sucks that he lost his king, but it's better that it stayed in the poison than moving on. This is Knock again. This is my favorite. And these are relevant at any Town Hall level. Obviously, if you don't have a queen, it's not going to work for you at Town Hall 8. But all of this stuff works. This method here at Town Hall 8 works at Town Hall 9. It works at Town Hall 10. It doesn't change. So the only thing that I would make an improvement on right here is you want to get that barbarian hut, that builder hut down a little bit earlier, so that it makes pathing a little bit easier, I guess. You can see once it's down, the barbarians path to the army camp, and then it spins the dragon around so that they're not even going to fire at the wizards. That's the only nitpicky thing I would make. Other than that, it was absolutely perfect. Textbook is just get that corner builder down, whatever you anchor on, get that down so that then the dragon spins around. And number 17 by JCW again. Brings it out here. And you just kind of get everything, one archer to the left, one archer to the right. It takes a little while. This method is definitely probably the slowest method. But just keep stuff in the poison. Drop an archer at one end, it flees. Drop an archer on the other end, it kind of runs away. Just keep going back and forth. This definitely works at Town Hall 8. It starts to lose its effectiveness higher up because it does take so long. It takes about a good 30 seconds or so, depending on travel time. So it's definitely time dependent on your raid. Those are the different CC killing methods that were in this war. I'll try to bring up some more later on as they show up, but definitely plan for CC, guys. Plan for CC. And I will mention, last note on that, if Dragloon is probably the most common CC, but it is by no means the only one. If you have some sort of all-ground CC, like one or two Valks, a couple wizards, a witch, something like that, and if your kill squad, if the main group of your army is ground, you don't need to lure it. Just let them meet head on, drop a poison, and they'll just kill each other out. And that's it. You don't need to do anything fancy and, try to lure it and do that. The most heroic defense here goes to JCW. This guy committed a lot of penalty fouls, which we'll point out here. He tried to lure out the CC and failed on it. That was totally, you got to figure that stuff out on a scout. He drops both his golems. They go to pretty much the exact same spot and only tank. One golem could have tanked both defenses. Dropped the wall breakers, failed on it, and then he dropped the wizards in a big circle. Don't drop, or big horseshoe. Sorry about that. You want to put one wizard per building you're trying to take out. 2 maybe if you're in a hurry. But no more than that. Anything that just goes to waste. If you're trying to do wizards as a big bunch of your army, then use your funneling wizards, wait till the funnel's created, and then send the main group of wizards in as like you would if you were using Valks or something. Let's see, what else does he do wrong here? Dragon, give him a hard time. He drops a whole bunch of Valks that are a bunch of Hogs that are really nowhere near where the rest of his kill squad is. His golem is tanking and whatnot, so kind of just unnecessary damage on the Hogs. And then there's the double giant bomb spot. Unfortunately, only like 3 Hogs went through it, so that was kind of really fortunate on his part. But if there's any base that you're attacking and either you highly suspect or you know where the double giant bomb is, that's probably the side you need to be coming in on to take it out. So, got a plan for that stuff. Just really, really bad attack overall. Don't do any of that stuff that he did. I hope you guys enjoyed this war recap. I'm sorry for our loss. Hopefully next one I'll upload a win, be a bit more upbeat, get some good 3-star action going on. Let me know if you disagreed, your thoughts about anything in the comments below.